bring out your dead, bring out your dead. And if you're the ESA or ReedPop, you'd be bringing out E3 2023 because that event has officially been canceled. Hey boys, it's your favorite video game news guy, Scootish. Why don't you hit that like button and subscribe button? We'll get right into the news, okay? Okay. So yeah, like I just said, the E3 2023 Experience Showcase Digital Online Extravaganza, whatever, has been canceled, and E3 is dead in the water yet again. This is the second time an E3 has been canceled, and quite frankly, good, because we don't need E3 anymore. The big three, Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony, discovered that a month ago when they declared that they weren't going to show up at E3 in any capacity, way, shape, or form last month. And just 2 days ago, Sega and Tencent announced that they weren't going to be there either. Bob Wolf, a good friend of mine, actually tweeted out a photo of who is attending E3 2023, and they actually crossed out Ubisoft because Ubisoft announced that they would not be at E3 in any capacity either. So only Konami was going to show up to this little fourth graders party, but Konami probably decided they didn't want to be there either because they realized their mascot is Solid Snake, and if he's out in the open invisible, he's not really doing his job as a super spy, so they probably put a little cardboard box on him and capered right on out of there or something. I don't know, but it makes sense that they're not all going because they all have something in common. They all can do now digital showcases, which is something that Nintendo started doing a few years back, and they got a lot of flack for doing that rather than being on the floor of the E3 and doing a showcase at E3. But the Nintendo Direct format works really well, and gamers love those digital formats. Everybody loves those digital formats, and they see no loss in viewership whatsoever. I've seen PlayStation copy them now. Capcom, Ubisoft is going to be copying them. Everyone's copying them now. Even Xbox, the big stickler of the big E3 showcase, has done online Directs events now. And I actually love the Xbox Direct event. There's a video about it on my channel. It was really, really good. I think everyone should go check it out because it was a good event. But why spend all that money to do E3 when you can just do your own digital showcase? I've seen a lot of people skeptical on Twitter. Does this mean the end of video game announcement, big shows like that? And no, of course not, because companies like the big numbers. They like the big viewership number on their little green screen produced live stream showcase. They like seeing 30,000 people are watching ads for just our games. That's so tantalizing. And then you don't need to pay E3 anything. Breaking down the cost of an E3 booth, this is an Engadget article, says that anywhere between $300,000 to $500,000 is the price of a booth. Why spend that when you can spend so much less money and just do a production on a green screen? You're going to save a lot of money. You're doing the same exact thing. The same amount of people are being reached, and you don't need to lose $300,000 to $500,000. I mean, it's just ridiculous. The whole branded E3 moniker is just silly in this day and age because all these events were happening on their own company's branded channels anyway, and they had to include E3 in it. Wouldn't it be nicer to just eliminate that E3, just strike that E3 title out and have it just be Xbox Game Showcase, Nintendo Direct? You save money, you save brand recognition, it's just your brand. You don't need to share it with anyone else. That's not really doing anything. I think back in the day, E3 did a lot for game companies. But nowadays, with how big Twitch, YouTube, Kick.com are, you don't need E3 anymore. Now E3's piggybacking off of them, whereas the old game companies were piggybacking off of E3. E3 is just this weird relic. And it's not like conventions are going anywhere. I found that everyone dreaded going to E3. It was a miserable experience for every single person because the lines are long. You don't get to actually see anything. You don't get to play anything unless you're famous, you're important in the industry, or you're some giant content creator. Or you wait in line for all day and you get to play that one thing. You get to experience that one thing. And also, come on, there's still a summer game show happening. E3, no, not E3, the Summer Games Fest. Oh my God, let's go, Jeff Keighley. Woo! So game showcases aren't going anywhere. I think E3 just kind of became a dinosaur. And that's what that story is. It's the death of E3. Now, I'm not saying I've never had a good experience with E3. I've loved watching the E3 showcases when I was a kid. in high school, and it was the only time game announces happened like that. But we live in 2023, you know? We live in the future. These companies always want to be ingesting their content. They do big showcases whenever they have a big slate of games coming out. Capcom did one a few weeks back, and they shadow dropped Resident Evil 4 demo. That was awesome. That was amazing. These digital showcases will still give us the same thing E3 wants. And as for conventions, PAX is still going to happen. PAX East just happened. It was one of the best PAXs I've ever experienced in my life. I love PAX East 2023. I don't know other conventions besides PAX. But gaming conventions are still alive and good. E3 just doesn't need to be here. I don't know. That's my thoughts. I, for one, am glad that E3 is dead. What do you guys think? Leave your thoughts and comments in the comments below. I would love to hear them. Please let me know. And hey, like, comment, subscribe, and check out my Twitch channel. The Twitch channel is really, really cool, and quite frankly, it's really, really fun. Why don't you go over to twitch.tv/Scootish and slap that follow button. Slap that follow button. That'll be somewhere right here. I think
I'm
that'd be really
Scootish.
cool. Whoops. That was my channel trailer. But go check me out. All right. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Goodbye.